Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a DEVVE update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. And I made a video yesterday saying that I was up to 112,000 DEVVE. I'm up to 113,000. I bought another 1,000 DEVVE tokens today. I am at the... I am... Again, I probably won't do that every day. You know, 1,000. It's gonna be hard. But I do want to get a lot of buying done really before the announcement, obviously. But every day that goes by, there's another chance that we have the announcement, and then it's like, okay, once that announcement comes and stuff goes crazy, it's like, okay, why didn't I just send it? Why didn't I just sell everything for it? And you don't want to do that. In hindsight, obviously everything's 2020. Oh, I should have done that. And, you know, it could be like, well, I did that. And then, you know, it got delayed and then the price went down and everything got cut in half. And, you know, we had this whole big, you know, mini dump bear market. And, you know, sometimes a lot of big dumps happen. But again, what I really want to do is, especially earlier in the week, buy as much as possible. Because again, as the days go on, you risk it. It's like ever play the game Don't Wake Daddy? Back in the day, it was a board game where it's every time you move on the board, you had to like turn the clock, and once somebody went a certain amount of times and turn the clock too much, suddenly the alarm goes off. Daddy springs up and it's like, oh, okay, you know, you lose. You go back to the beginning, and every day that goes by, especially during the week, is a day that we could potentially get that announcement. I'm not saying it comes out tomorrow. I'm hoping it's a week. I'm hoping it's a week from the 8th, and we get it the 15th, my birthday. Well, actually, I hope it's even later than that, because then that gives me more time to stack. But the new goal now, the goal is 150K for me, 150,000 tokens. That being said, might not get there. I do think that in the next week or so, I can get up to mid 120s. And the reason I think that is because like I said, by the end of this week, I should get up to almost 120, and then there's a couple of shares in a company that I have that I'm going to be liquidating. Not a lot, just a little bit, but it should be enough to get me another few thousand DEVVE. And if I can go in and keep doing this again and again, I think by the end, by my birthday week, I should probably be out, and then I could start selling just a million OMI per day, which right now is 00020. So a million OMI is just $200. I won't go below 300 million OMI, so I can afford 20 days of that, which 10 days of that would be 2,000, so $4,000. And I don't think I'll need, so that'd be another 10,000 DEVVE. So I think I can get to, again, 150 is the goal, depending on other stuff, looking at selling some NFTs and stuff for it. And here's why. So we had a couple of, not announcements, a couple of bits of speculation on the DEVVE front recently. So this was a response by the NASDAQ filing by the Digital Chamber. Shout out to Perianne Boring, as a friend of mine. She'll be coming on the podcast. It's the world's largest digital asset and blockchain trade association. After reading through the proposal, it's clear that they also came to the conclusion that the current proposal does still in fact require an actual blockchain, and they want more info on who and what it'll be. We believe/hope this is where DEVVE comes in. Now, if you take a look at their kind of questionnaire here, they say key questions and concerns include blockchain protocol selection. The proposal doesn't specify which blockchain protocol or protocols will be used for tokenized securities, nor does it clarify whether the protocols will be private or public, permissioned or permissionless, who is responsible for selecting the blockchain, what criteria will be used, and how will market participants be able to provide input or adapt to changes in protocol. These are very good questions. And again, shout out to Digital Asset Chamber for asking these. And yeah, I would ask the same things if I were in their position. But that leads me to believe, like, what other blockchain can do this? I don't think anyone. If they are, show me, and I'll take a look at them. We have the Magic Dude over in Telegram saying the top 5 stock exchanges in the U.S., because, again, evidence points to a U.S. stock exchange that DEVVE partnered with. Now, New York Stock Exchange, I've gone on, like, that's number one. I've gone over and speculated that this could be it, and it very well could. Number two is NASDAQ. Number three is Chicago Board Options Exchange. Number four is Chicago Mercantile Exchange. And five is Philadelphia Stock Exchange. Now, if we go in the world, you still have New York Stock Exchange as number one. NASDAQ is number two. Then you have the Shanghai Stock Exchange and Japan Stock Exchange. I've speculated those as well. And Euronext, not even the London Exchange. Euronext is bigger. Supposedly, every 18-year-old in the world will know what this is. I've never heard of Euronext. I've heard of Shanghai and Japan, obviously. But even in the U.S., Philadelphia Stock Exchange, maybe. Chicago Mercantile, never looked into. Chicago Board Options Exchange, never looked into. But obviously New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ. And again, it probably might be one of those two. The SEC Chair Paul Atkins says all U.S. markets will be on-chain within 2 years. So I think that's interesting. The guy named Chris D is talking in the trading group saying, to me, Austin's comments narrow it down to NASDAQ or U.S. Stock Exchange and New York Stock Exchange, what it says. And Ray's comments about it being an exchange technology leader narrows it clearly to NASDAQ. I think so too, because NASDAQ tech powers over 100 other exchanges around the world in 50 plus countries, including six group in Switzerland, where DEVVE is a registered company. He says, I can't see any real info that says any of those other listed 5 to 10 exchanges above, other than NASDAQ check the box for being an exchange technology leader. Yeah, so this is why I might try to get a little bit more sooner. Because, again, I'm not expecting it for another few weeks, but if they do it tomorrow, I'll be like, oh, man, I could have gotten another, couple thousand DEVVE. Now, I know a couple thousand DEVVE, let's say like 3,000 DEVVE, right? Another $1,000. Some of it you want, some of the USDC or ETH, whatever you want to keep on the sidelines for in case it takes a dump. It goes down to 20 something cents. Yeah, then I'm unloading. Which is not that far away from now. It's 32 cents, 10% down, you have 29-ish cents. But it's been down to 25 before. And now, again, $1,000 into it, it's like, yeah, okay, a couple thousand DEVVE, it's $1,000, not that much. Okay, but if it 10x's to $3.30, whatever, okay, well, that's $10,000. And it's like, okay, that's a little bit of a horse of a different color. And then it's like, okay, well, what if it doesn't stop there and it goes to $10 and suddenly that's $30,000? And it's like, okay, yeah, that's a car. That's rent for a couple months. That's mortgage payments for a couple months. Like that's real money. Go in and buy a couple of VeVe NFTs. Go buy some Pokemon cards. But yeah, that's real money that could really help change people's lives. It's a salary for like a young person, right? For younger people, they might only work 30 hours a week, but so this is why I really do want to start buying a little bit each day. I want to continue buying a little bit each day. I don't know what the right thing to do is. Throw it all in now, and then let's say if it dumps 20% because you have the overall market doing a big correction, it's like, okay, yeah, we could have messed ourselves up a little bit there. It's going to be what hurts worse. Like, okay, if I buy here and then the price goes down 20, 30%, that's going to hurt. But is that going to hurt more than keeping money on the side here, waiting for it to go down, and then it doesn't go down? They announce it, and then it just goes crazy. I don't know. Like again, that's going to be different for each person. What's going to take up more mental real estate? What's going to hurt? And obviously, for those that are new here, anything can go to zero with little or no. Any investment can go to zero with little or no notice. Only put in money that you're willing to lose. I put in a lot. I probably put in about 40, 50K into this. Not worth as much right now, but obviously I think it goes crazy. Again, this is just my opinion. That being said, everyone please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. I gotta go. My bae is calling. I'll catch you all later. Bye, guys. Meow, 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 meow.